Toxic.
Welcome back to 3 Degrees of Shade. I'm Cash.
I am Bree.
I'm Shay.
And we are
Unapologetically Uncensored.
Long story short, here's a long story. We back. Ladies, let's
We
get
are
into
back.
it.
Let's get into it.
Let's talk about toxic. What is toxic?
Are y'all toxic?
I have traits
You have
of
toxic
toxicity.
Toxic?
Yeah,
Toxic. I can't say that word.
Toxic traits.
What's y'all toxic trait? If y'all feel like sharing.
My toxic trait is that I have to get off my chest.
Okay.
Like, I can't let a lot of things slide. Like, personal things, I definitely let slide. Like, if it's too, if it makes me emotionally uncomfortable, I might, like, sweep it under the rug, or what people call suppress it. But if it's like, Cash, I don't like that shirt, I gotta get off my chest. I gotta let Cash know
that's interesting.
and that's crazy because I guess that's toxic because you can see the flaw of someone else but not on yourself.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
I like it. I get annoyed very quickly. I would say more, I get annoyed very, 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 very quickly. So I would say that's my toxic trait because something that could be so small, I'm gonna get annoyed by it. I'm not gonna make it big, but I'm gonna be mad, and now the mood is messed up.
I think it's a Libra thing.
It could be.
Toxic trait. I don't know.
Stop it.
Be honest.
Yes, don't.
Like,
I don't know.
Deep for it.
My dig deep.
You don't have to dig deep.
I'm playing.
Maybe I just not shut down, but I just like if I don't feel going right, then I just back out. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I fall out.
I shut down too.
Yeah.
I used to shut down.
I don't like the word
shut
shut down. Shut down sound a little too weak, but I
No,
guess.
you shut down.
Shut down.
Yeah,
It's
shut
okay.
down. Yeah.
I used to shut down, and I think that's why I started projecting more.
It's a toxic trait, probably done more by ladies. Is that
we're not going to sexualize.
no, okay.
Toxic.
Toxic trait, no gender attached to it.
Okay.
You receive a text, you look at it, and you wait like I'm not going to respond until like 2 minutes later. Type.
Is that toxic?
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't think that's toxic.
I think you playing games.
Yeah.
You playing games.
But I wouldn't take it all the way to toxic.
To toxic. Childish. Oh, okay.
Okay. So what's the shortest span of time you giving someone?
Probably that morning. I could say that morning.
But that means you've known from before.
Absolutely.
You didn't want to go.
Yeah.
No.
So why wait?
I've done that.
She knows from before. If you wake up and you're like, yeah, I don't want to go. You've known
I've
from.
done that.
No, the day
that
that you
everybody.
agreed, you was probably with it.
No, I don't think so. I feel like if I would cancel, I'm always just gonna cancel. I just don't want to let you down.
So boom. So we still here on the toxic trait. So is that a toxic trait to agree to whatever it is, a commitment, a relationship, an event or whatever, knowing that you don't want to go, and then
I do
Is
that
it
all the
toxic
time. Do you see my
or-
shirt? It says introvert.
yeah, I think that's
I make plans with my friends and be like, if they cancel, I'm cool with it.
yeah.
So I don't think
But that's toxic if you're agreeing to something knowing that you eventually gonna cancel. Like if I say I'm going out on Saturday and be like, yo, yeah, we're going out, yo, and you know what I'm saying? Then Friday night, Saturday morning, like, yeah, you know what, I can't make it. But you already knew that you was gonna, you know what I'm saying? But you just in the moment.
That's crazy.
That's toxic. But when men do that or women do it, whoever does that relationship, like, yo, if you don't do for me, I still got me. If you voice that, that's kind of toxic.
How?
Yeah.
Wait, one more time.
I heard
Like,
that as toxic.
One more time.
Like
One
if
more
you
time.
voice like, yo, I don't care if you can't do it for me, I'm gonna do it for me. I could do it for me.
Yeah.
And you voicing
That's
that.
toxic?
If you voicing that in a relationship.
So okay, hold on. Let me make sure I understand.
Did you make
Maybe
the
I
person
don't.
feel smaller than, like they don't matter, like you don't
Yeah,
need
like
them?
you.
So hold on
we
a second.
here,
Let me
but
make
you
sure I
don't
got it
need
right.
me.
So if I ask you to, we talked about this. If I ask you to buy me a wig, and you don't buy the wig, and I buy it myself, and I say, well, I don't need you to buy the wig. I can do it myself. That's toxic.
If you voice it like, yeah, that's
If
toxic.
you voice it that way.
Yeah, but yeah.
So my second toxic trait is second toxic trait because I'll definitely I can because you're making them feel small and you're messing with their ego.
Yeah.
No,
but it's either way.
Either way.
Even if a girl does something, let's say you ask her to cook and you're like, I don't really feel like cooking. That's fine. Shirley down the street could cook. Now you're gonna be like,
that's fucked up.
That's crazy.
Okay.
One day I don't want to cook.
You needed to flip it for me to understand.
Yeah.
I didn't get it. I didn't get it. I didn't get it at all.
Very one way.
Yeah, I get it. I didn't see it.
But yeah,
okay.
I've heard that as well though. Like, cause I'm all about that. Like, I make my own money. I do my own shit. So I will be quick to tell somebody with the money, without the money. Like, I don't need you.
Yeah.
And it's like you can't do that because regardless of the big or small part they play in your life, there's something why you want them there.
Exactly.
So if it's not for the money, it's for something else, and you would hate to lose them because of that.
Yeah, because of the
wig.
Yeah,
got it.
Toxic.
I understand.
Gosh, you think we the only one that's toxic? Say you're toxic.
First of all, we talking about toxic, and that's why he being real quiet. That's what you understand. You know.
That's probably a toxic trait in me that I'm quiet.
It's not that you're quiet.
Shut it down. He's sneaky. That's what's toxic.
You don't want to. You don't want to reveal your toxic. I can't say that word. You don't want to that. You don't want to reveal it, so you want to stay quiet.
Yeah, that's what you're doing right now, Cash. You're probably the toxic person in the room.
For sure.
Wow.
For sure, 100%.
We take a poll in the comments.
Hashtag.
They don't know you. Hashtag bad guy.
Bad guy.
Yeah, for sure.
Wow.
For sure.
Hashtag bad guy.
What made y'all realize? Like, was there an incident or was there a self-conversation that made y'all realize certain toxic traits that y'all have in yourself?
Me, it's talking to my friends.
That's nice.
And most of my friends are guys.
Okay.
So I would say, like, you think I'm bugging?
Right.
My first reaction. And then I say the situation, they go, like, you're bugging. And I'll be like, why? And they'll be like, all right, from a guy's point of view, this, and that. Also, shutting down did come from a female friend, and it was kind of like, you cannot do that because we don't know what's wrong.
Yeah.
So you assume things and you might try to solve it assuming the wrong thing.
Right.
Like, if I'm mad because I'm hungry, but you think I'm mad because you threw a water bottle at me,
yeah.
you might be apologizing for the wrong thing, and because I'm not speaking, it will never get solved.
Got it.
So you're thinking, we mad because I threw that water bottle. It was a joke, but literally I'm just starving and I don't have a way to eat. Like, you know, so you just gotta voice your opinion. I mean, your problem and your feelings to your friends. So that's what I've been doing, and that's how I self-reflect. And just hearing other people's stories. Like, if I say, you know, Cash, this is what I'm going through, and Cash like, yo, I've been through that similarly, and then we've handled it two different ways. Now I can come to a medium and be like, all right, this probably was the best solution because it didn't work for Cash, it didn't work for me. This is probably the right way to go. So it's a little bit of both, from people and self-reflection. For me,
that was beautiful.
Yeah, for me, it's like talking about like probably what I've done in the past, and then thinking about it, like self-reflecting. I'm like, dang, I did do that. You know, it was probably toxic at that moment. But I didn't see it toxic at that moment.
Right.
So yeah, once I talked about, like, oh, yeah, I did that, and then I was like, that's better.
I would say more self-evaluation.
I'm not talk.
Exactly. Yeah. So, but I'm also like a real serious overthinker. I'm gonna overthink everything. So even if I feel like I'm not necessarily wrong per se, I'm gonna evaluate the situation. Like, I don't think I was wrong, but I could have did that better, or I could have said that nicer, or something like that. So, but I do that like with every situation, even if it's not necessarily toxic. I didn't have to hit the curb when I turned the corner, you know, like, you know, so like I'm just a serious overthinker. So I'm always, but it's more self-evaluation because I'm not big on talking, but I'm trying. Because not obviously, but everyone says talking helps.
It does.
So I'm trying.
Like, sometimes it's so hard to talk about certain situations, and I know that's why we don't want to do it. But I feel like once it's out, it kind of like clears the air, and it also helps your friends understand. Because I remember I share stuff with y'all, and y'all be like, "That makes sense." That makes sense. This is why you've been bugging this whole week. Because then, like, if you only know like what you see, you be like, yo, she's wilding, and then if I be like, okay, this is what happened, and then you be like, I bet. Like,
okay, I could take that. And I don't know, it literally just makes me uncomfortable. But I feel like I grew not sweat. Nobody makes me uncomfortable. But I grew up in a household where it's like, what happens here stays here. So I always grew up with keep your business to yourself. So now that I'm older, it's just weird to sit here and say, hey, I'm going through da da da, or hey, this is what I'm feeling. It's weird.
Would you like somebody to ask?
I feel like because I'm always a certain way. Like, even you said this to me, you're always this way, so I don't even know that something is wrong with you. So I'm that way with everybody, so I don't even think that people would know to ask. Even like when I came in here looking mad mean, I always look mean. So how are you gonna know like something is wrong with me? So I don't think that anyone would know to ask. Bree wants everyone to go to therapy.
I do. I said when I get rich, I'm gonna make all my friends go to therapy. We gonna have a.
You're gonna be on Iyanla.
Yeah.
Her name was what?
Iyanla.
Oh, I thought it was Ivanka.
Who's that?
The lady
That's Ivanka Trump. Iyanla Van Zant.
It's still some lady.
Yeah, but I guess so. I guess that would be because friends don't talk about probably not everything unless it's bored up, and then you see somebody else talking about it, and then somebody's talking, and then it makes you more comfortable.
That's you. Speak for yourself.
I'm just talking about in general.
No, speak for yourself. We're
Yeah, maybe
real
that's me.
personal.
Maybe that's me.
Cash
maybe
is not talking about it unless everybody else talking about it. You gotta pull teeth for Cash. Okay.
I'm not talking about something over it. Then I'll talk about it.
Group therapy might be fun too.
Thank you. Because then you
I'm
would
not
only
going.
would you express what's going on with you, but with your counterparts. Like you might have offended me, and I don't say nothing until the therapy.
Like a group therapy retreat.
Cause you be like, yo, I really hate that Bree do this. It's like, you know I did that because in 1994 you I might come out.
And that's toxic. No, I'm joking.
Definitely toxic.
Oh.
You waited 20 something years to tell me something.
Group therapy. They're gonna have to pray for me on that one.
I think we covered toxicity for the day.
Yeah, for the most part, we covered toxicity. And what is toxic?
Cash.
Toxic.
I'm
You're not toxic. I'm not toxic.
What? Self-admittance, that's the first step.
I'm not toxic.
She's still
in denial.
Yeah, she's still on number one.
Okay, this has been Through the Good Shade. I'm Cash.
I'm Bree.
I'm Shay Shay.
And we are
Unapologetically uncensored.
Long story, short story. We back.